everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chloe. If you're new here, please subscribe and like this video. We're getting really close to 400 subscribers, and yeah. So, today I'm going to be showing you how to make this is my original design of this Loomigurumi unicorn. I think it is very, very, very adorable. It kind of looks like a goat at first, but it's not. It's a unicorn. And it's really big. It's bigger than the size of my hand, practically. And it doesn't take up that many bands. I'd say that it takes up around 500 white bands. If you're only using white for the body pattern, for the body, and only takes 4 black bands. It takes about, you don't have to use brown, but that's just what I used for the bottom of the feet. I used 24 brown for the feet, and for the hair and the horn, I used around probably 100 total for the mane and the horn total. So yeah, but I really do hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and yeah, let's get to it. So for this tutorial, you are going to be needing some bands to make the mane with. I'm using these pastel RainbowLoom bands, pastel pack. So yeah, I'm using white for the body, black for the eyes, brown for the bottom of the feet. There's also this other brown that you can use that is called light beige. This is what it looks like, but I did use this in the video. You need your RainbowLoom hook or crochet hook, and you'll be needing a stitch marker or a magic ring. I'm just using a magic ring, and yeah, let's get into the tutorial. So start off by making the eyes real quick so we can get that over with. So you're just gonna grab some black. I'm sorry for all the crunching. I'm just grabbing 4 bands of black because I don't think I'm gonna need any more than that. And then I'm just gonna wrap them around my hook once. And then grab everything and wrap it around again. You can also use safety eyes for once we make the head, or you can use beads. And I'd recommend using beads or safety eyes, but I don't have either of them, so I'm just using bands. You're going to need 2 white bands to put the eyes on too, and we're going to attach them to the head later. We can just slide it onto the white band, and you have 1 eye. I'm going to put that to the side, and I'm just going to make 1 more with my other 2 black bands. Wrap it around once, take everything and wrap it around 1 more time, just like that. And then you're just going to take your right band and slide the black bands onto the white band, just like that. And then you can just take it off your hook. So now we have our eyes. I'm just going to put these to the side. You're not going to really need them until we make the head, so just put these to the side. And now we're going to make the ears. So you're just going to need white for the ears, and you don't need too much white for the ears. But you're going to need a lot for the body, so we're going to start off by making a magic ring of 6 stitches, and I'm just going to show you to make a magic ring real quick, so I'm just going to zoom in so you guys can see my hands better. But you're going to take a band, wrap it around your hook once and then twice, take another band, pull it through, and reclaim onto your hook. Then pull this front band through the back band and make a slip knot. Then you see these little 3 wrapped bands. You're going to go back into all of them with your hook. Take another band, pull it through, reclaim onto your hook, and pull this front band through the back 2 bands. Just like that. Back in to 3 wrapped bands. Pull another band through, reclaim onto your hook, and pull through the back 2 bands. Now you're just going to keep doing that until you have 6 stitches on your magic ring, all the way around, including the one on your hook. So back in, pull through, reclaim, and then pull through the back 2 bands. Now I have 5 stitches. Pull through, reclaim, and pull through. Oops, and pull through the back 2 stitches. So now I'm just gonna put my C-clip around my hook, and on the band around my hook, and I'm just gonna count with you how I count my stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should look like this, and just put the C-clip on the band around your hook. You could also use a stitch marker instead, but it's just what I did. And now we're going to be doing a single crochet and then an increase all the way around, and a single crochet just looks like this. So you're going to take a band, pull it through, wait, never mind. You're going to go into the first stitch, pull a band through, reclaim on your hook, and just like we were making the magic ring, you're going to pull the front band through the back 2 bands, just like that. So that was a single crochet. Now we're going to go into the next stitch and do an increase. So that's just 2 single crochets into that stitch. So reclaim and then pull through. Back in, pull through, reclaim, pull through. So basically you're just going to do single crochet and then an increase all the way around. And you should be ending on an increase. Now we're just going to do a row of single crochets around. 1. But you're just going to be doing single crochets all the way around, and that is 1 single crochet into each stitch. So no increases. Yeah. You can also pause the video if I'm going too quick for you. So do that if you have to. Just move your C-clip up to the band on your hook, and you're going to do 1 more row around of single crochets. All the way around. And also, if you don't know what I'm talking about with any of these stitches, or how to make a magic ring still, then please go watch my Loomigurumi 101 video. It teaches you how to do all the basic stitches, including a magic ring and a decrease, increase, and a single crochet. So go look at that if you are new to Loomigurumi. So then in this last stitch, before we go into it, it's the one with our C-clip on it. You're just gonna go in, stick your hook in, grab another band, and we're gonna tie the ear off. So I'm just gonna pull through, and then pull through this band too, and make a slip knot. And pull tight. Don't break your band, but pull tight, just try not to break your band. So now I'm gonna go into the other side with my hook, another stitch that's across from the slip knot that we just made. And I'm gonna take another band and pull it through and just make a little slip knot so that we can easily tie it on to the head when we're done making the head later. So this is just what mine looks like. I'm going to zoom out a little bit because when I'm zooming in it looks pretty big, the ear. So this is just kind of the size of it. So yeah. But you're going to make 1 more of these. You can just rewind the video and make 1 more of these. I'm going to make 1 more and I'll be right back when I have the other one. Okay, so I have my ears. They just look like this. And now we're just going to put these to the side. Oops. And now we're going to work on the legs. So for this, you're going to be needing your light beige or brown color to start off the legs and the white to continue the legs. And then we can get started making the legs. Okay, so we're gonna start off now. We already started making the parts, but we're gonna start making the legs. So you're gonna make a magic ring of 6 stitches, and I'm not gonna show you in detail this time because I already showed you how to make a magic ring once. But you're gonna make a cap band with just make it with 6 stitches. I don't know. Make a magic ring with 6 stitches. Sorry, I'm not being very detailed right now. Just okay. So I have to do I have to make one more stitch into my magic ring. So make a magic ring with 6 stitches. Sorry that I didn't explain it, but watch my Loomigurumi 101 video if you don't know how to make a magic ring by yourself. So yeah. Now you're not going to need brown for the rest of the foot. Just have some white next to the brown and whatever. But we're going to be doing a single crochet and then an increase. And you're just going to do that all the way around. So another single crochet. Now an increase. Single crochet. And an increase. Now we're going to be doing a single crochet and an increase around again. So single crochet, next stitch, increase, single crochet, increase, single crochet, increase. I don't know if saying single crochet or increase is helping you, but that's just what I'm doing so that I know what stitch I have to do next. But now I'm doing an increase. And this row should get a little bit uneven, so just do a single crochet for the last stitch probably. And we're going to do one last row, and this last row is going to be a single crochet and then a decrease. So I'm just going to show, I just did a single crochet, now I'm just going to show you how to do the decrease. So you're going to take your hook, put it through the front of the first stitch and the back of the next stitch. And you're just going to pull a band through it. So single crochet, now decrease. And I'm just showing you what I'm doing with my hook. So just like that. And then you just do that all the way around. And I'm just ending on a single crochet. It might be different from you, but it's okay because the legs should be pretty okay. But on this last stitch, it should be just a single crochet because you want to be able to pull your band through and pull through the band around your hook too, and then make a little slip knot. Because this is how we're going to tie it onto the body. So just go back into another stitch across from the tying off stitch and pull a band through it, just like we did for the ears, so that we can tie the leg onto the body when we're ready. So just remove your C-clip. I am going to make 3 more of these off camera. You can just pause the video, rewind, and make a couple more. Yeah, they're not too hard to make, and I'll be right back when I have the rest of mine done. I have finished the feet. They should just look like this. You should have 4 of them. You can just put these to the side. And now we're going to make the horn. And for the horn, I'm just going to be using a couple of these. You're not going to need too many. I'm just going to use a bunch of random colors and put it together, kind of, I guess. So just going to grab a little blob of different bands. And basically, we're just going to make a little unicorn horn, so this should be pretty easy. So you're just going to take one band. I'm just going to take, I guess, this color. And I'm going to wrap it around my hook once, and then take everything and wrap it around again. And then I'm going to grab 2 bands, just 2 different random colors, and I'm going to wrap them around once, like that, to double them. And then I'm going to pull it through this band. And you might want to be careful with the bands that you're using, because bands can easily rip apart or be pulled and stretched out really easily, so don't try to stretch them out too much. But that is what the first chain looks like, and I'm just going to be chaining probably 3 more times, but I'm going to chain 1 more time. So again, taking 2 different colored bands and just wrapping them over once, and then pulling it through and making a chain. And trying to center this part on the middle so that it doesn't curl when we attach it to the body. And I really like how the horn looks, because it looks like really rainbow. So that's really cute. Again, take 2 bands, wrap it around your fingers, double them, and then pull through and chain again. And honestly, I don't know how many times I'm going to chain it. I might do it 1 more time. But you can make the horn as big as you want. This is just as big as I'm going to want mine to be. So I'm going to do 1 more chain before I end it. Because I don't want the horn to stick out too much. So just chain another 2 doubled bands and center it just like that. And I love how it looks like it's like a little tie-dye unicorn horn, so this makes me feel really good that I'm using the pastel pack from RainbowLoom. And now I'm just going to grab 2 white bands to slide the horn onto something, and also so that I can tie it onto the body later. So how to make these 2 slip knotted together? You're just gonna put the one of your white bands on your hook, just sit it, and then I'm gonna pull through this white band, making a chain, just like that. And then I'm gonna pull this front band through the back band and make a slip knot, and then pull tight, but make sure you don't go too tight because you don't want to break the band. And then you're just going to pull this white band through the little chain that you have on your hook from the horn. Pull it to the center. And now you can just let it go. And when we tie it to the head, these are just what we're going to tie it with, so that it'll sit on the head properly. So now you can just put this to the side. And now we're going to start on our head. So get your white out. And yeah. Okay, so now we're starting with our head. You're going to need your white or whatever color you're using. You're going to need your hook and your C-clip. And let's start with the head. I'm just getting the pattern that I used out for the head. Okay, so we're going to start off with magic ring. Again, I'm not really going to go over it, but you can just see what I'm doing. Just zoomed in so you guys can see what I'm doing a little bit better. But basically, you're just making a cap band of a band that was wrapped around your hook twice, and then just putting a bunch of single crochet stitches into it all the way around until you have 6 single crochets all the way around, including the one that's around your hook. If you didn't understand a thing I said, then please go watch my Loomigurumi 101 video so that you can learn how to make a magic ring and all the basic single crochet, decrease, and increase stitches. So now I have a magic ring with 6 stitches. You can pause the video if you were trying to listen to what I was just saying and didn't make a magic ring. But I have my magic ring with 6 stitches in a C-clip around the band or my hook. And I'm just putting my hook into there so I can get ready for the next stitch. And for the first row, we're going to be doing an increase all around. So just doing single crochets and 2 single crochets into each stitch. It's just like that. So now into the next stitch, 1 single crochet, back in, 2 single crochet. And you're just going to do that all the way around. And remember, if I'm going too fast for you, then please pause the video. Feel free to do that anytime. And yeah. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, it would really help me out if you subscribe, because we are getting super close to 400 subscribers. So go and do that. Also, like this video if you like the tutorial. And comment down below what you want to see in my next video. Okay, so I have finished the increase around row. Now for our second row, we're going to be doing a single crochet and then an increase all the way around. So basically, we're just going to do a single crochet for the first stitch and then an increase in the next stitch. Oh wait, no, oops, you're going to be doing just single crochets all the way around, sorry, read my pattern wrong. Just do single crochets all the way around. Sorry, I'm reading everything wrong. Just do single crochets all the way around. Sorry about that mistake of mine. Okay, now I'm just going to move my C-clip up to the band around my hook, and we're going to do one more row of single crochets all the way around just to make the little snout for the unicorn's face. So just continue doing single crochet all the way around. If you want, I'm just going to stay on camera while doing this row because it's not that long of a row, but if you want, you can pause the video or just skip ahead of this part if you want to do this without me talking to you. So go ahead and do that if that's how you're more comfortable. Sorry, some of my bands are curled up and I'm having a hard time grabbing them. Oops. Okay, so I was just on my last stitch and I moved my C-clip up. Now we're going to be doing a single crochet and an increase around for sure. So just do a single crochet and then go into the next stitch and do 2 single crochets into that stitch. And do that all the way around. So single crochet, now increase. Just like that. Oops. Sorry, sometimes if I'm leaving a little bit quick, some of my things get undone Don't worry, this is easy enough to just fix. Just be patient with yourself, and does take practice to be good at looming and Loomigurumi, so be patient with yourself. Don't get worked up over it. You can always undo your creations if you don't like how they turn out, so don't worry. Okay, so I'm just finishing this row up. You should be ending with an increase. It's okay if you're not. You should have about 18 stitches around. I'm not really taking count of the rows. But if it's not exactly 18, or if it's like 19 or 20, then it's fine. Or if it's like 17, then you're fine. It'll still look good. So don't worry about how many stitches you have. Now we're going to be doing 4 rows around to finish. We're going to be doing 4 rows around of just single crochets. So I'm going to do just a couple single crochets on camera to show you. So this is what a single crochet looks like if I didn't show it pretty good already. We're going to be pulling a band through, reclaiming it on your hook only through 1 stitch, and then just pull the front band through the back 2 bands. And you're just going to do that all the way around for 4 rows. And I'll be back when I'm done with my 4 rows. And you can just pause the video. I have finished the 4 rows for the head. Now I'm going to go into the next stitch, take a white band or any color band. Any color band is fine for this. And I'm just going to tie a little slip knot. Make it loose enough so that you can take it apart or take it off later. And now you're going to grab your ears, your horn, and your eyes, because we're going to be doing all the face attachments right now. So I'm going to start by attaching the eyes, because that'll help me lay out the rest of the face as I go. So just go in with your hook. I'm just going to grab the eyes and put them on my fingers to get them ready. And just pull through and get them on to the head somewhere where you like. And once you have that, I just slip knot them, but make sure to get them nice and tight so that they'll stay on the head. Your bands might end up breaking if you do the slip knot thing, but be careful. Also, if you're using safety eyes, put those in right now, and yeah. So again, just grab your eye. I don't know if you want to see me go through the whole attaching process, but I'm just going to do it anyway, because people always think it's helpful. So I'm just going to try to be the most helpful I can be during this tutorial. But yeah. Okay, so now I'm just going to slip knot that. Nice and tight. I'm just gently pulling. I'm not tugging too hard. And just push the eyes out if they kind of went into the head. But now you can kind of see that our unicorn has like a little head. So now you're going to attach your ears. Like one right there. One right there. The ears are kind of a little bit big, but honestly, I think the big ears will kind of like make it look more normal, if that made any sense. Sorry, my thing's on the camera. But like, maybe I should redo the ears. Oh no, I kind of feel bad now. Alright, wait, how about we attach the horn first, and then I'm going to attach the ears, because I don't want to really have to redo the ears. Oh no. Oh gosh. It's okay. It's okay. It'll be fine if you have to redo the ears anyway, because you just want to have the best outcome on your design anyway. And I'm very sorry if this is confusing. Very, very, very sorry. I apologize a million times. So I just added the horn. Now it looks much better. I'm just going to pull it out to stretch it a little bit. Oh, that looks good. The horn really makes it look good. So maybe now that we have the horn on, okay, now the ears look better, so we're not going to have to redo the ears. The ears look much better with the horn on. But sorry you can't really see me attaching the ears. But if you don't like the ears, I think you can probably go back and undo them if you wanted to. It kind of makes it look like a mouse. Maybe I don't like how it looks. I don't know. Oh, actually, you know what? I have an idea. Okay. Just attach the ears and I'll show you how to fix them soon. So I'm going to go off camera to do the rest of the ears, and then I'll show you how to make your ears look less like a mouse. And I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, so now we have our mouse ears done. No, I'm just kidding. But to fix these, you're just going to grab 2 white bands, and you're only going to need 1 for each ear. But you're just going to kind of see how you can close it a little bit. It makes them look more pointy. And you're just going to go in with your hook. I've actually done this technique before with my watermelons, so this is perfect because I know exactly what I'm doing. But you're just going to randomly stick your hook into the ears, just like that. And you're just going to pull a white band through so that it doesn't look like we messed anything up. And then you're just going to tighten it and be gentle. And it's much more pointy now. Looks a lot better. And then you can just tuck that band into the ear when you are done. Oops. And just like that, you have 1 good ear. So go and do that with the other ear, and then we can work on closing the head up. So you should have both of your ears done. I'm going to grab some stuffing because we're going to start stuffing the head after we finish the next row. So grab your stuffing. I'll be right back with my stuffing. So I have some stuffing. I'm just going to put this to the side. You can undo this little slip knot that we did so that we can attach all the parts to the head. Also, I'm very sorry about if me and attaching things to the head was really hard to understand. So sorry about that. But let's just move on. So now we're going to be doing a single crochet and a decrease all the way around. I'm going to show you what a decrease is. So single crochet and then a decrease. So decrease is when you go into the front half of your stitch with your hook, and then you go into the next stitch, only the back part of it. And just tie that together. So single crochet, I'm going to show you a couple more times. Now a decrease, so front half, back half, and then just take a band and make your stitch with that. Okay, I'm going to show you one more time before I just do it by myself. So single crochet, now a decrease, so front half, back half. Just like that. And if you don't want any holes in your unicorn or any of your stitches, then try to be a little bit more gentle with your bands. Don't like stretch them out too much. Try to keep them the same shape that they came as. So don't overstretch them, because that will definitely leave holes in your unicorn's head, body, or literally anything that you make. So just continue doing single crochets and then decrease all the way around until you get back to your stitch marker or C-clip. I'm just gonna do it a little bit quicker, and if I'm doing it too quickly, please pause the video and catch up. And yeah, I'll meet you when you're done, if you are pausing the video. But I'm done with this row, I guess. I didn't even, okay. And I'm just gonna move my C-clip up. So now you can see the head starting to close up in the back. The ears kind of look a little bit weird. I mean, I know that, but I don't hate them. That's just, I don't hate them, so that's good. But you're gonna start stuffing the head. Just take some stuffing. Polyfill. Oh, I forgot to mention what you can use to stuff. I'm just using polyfill, but you can use t-shirt clippings, pom-poms, makeup remover things, tissues, toilet paper, literally anything you have around the house that's soft and that you can squish up into a ball and shove into this. I'd recommend something that's the color of what you're making, so it doesn't show through as much. And yeah, so I just finished stuffing. That was really easy, just had to put a little bit of stuffing in. And now, for the next row, we're doing a single crochet, and then a decrease around. So just 2 single crochets and then a decrease around. And be careful not to get the stuffing caught up in all your stitches, because that does happen. Just keep going. Almost there, oops. And I'm on my last stitch. I'm just gonna do a single crochet because there's only one last stitch left for me. And then you're just gonna move your C-clip stitch marker thing up to the band on your hook. Sorry, mine's not coming off. Okay. On your hook. And for the last row, we're just going to be doing decrease all the way around. So just do that. There's a bug flying around my room. Sorry. Oops. God, there's this fly flying right around what I'm doing. Okay, I killed it. Sorry. Okay, so after decreasing around for this row, which I'm on my last stitch, I'm just going to remove my C-clip, and I'm not even going to use the C-clip at all for the rest of the head. I'm just going to go into the next stitch and slip knot the head off. So slip knot the head off, you're just going to pull a band through, all the bands are in your hook, and slip knot it. And pull tight. You can squish the head into the shape if it's not the exact shape you want. And yeah, so now I'm just going to tuck the band that we tied the head off with. And yeah. So now I am going to put this to the side, and we're going to start making the body. So get your legs ready, because we're going to need those. So just keep the legs next to you, because we are going to be using these very soon. And let's start the body. So for the body, we're just going to be using white the entire time. And we're going to make a magic ring with 6 stitches to start off. And by now, again, you should know how to make a magic ring. So. Okay, now just put your C-clip around your hook and on the band around your hook. And we're going to start off by doing an increase all the way around. So pretty simple. Body. Sorry, I'm going really fast. Pause the video if I'm going too fast for you. I try to go at a pace for people that kind of already know how to do Loomigurumi and can just catch on to what I'm saying like right away. And I just finished the row. So just move your C-clip up, and for the next row, we're going to be doing a single crochet and then increase around. So 1 single crochet into 1 stitch, and then 2 single crochets into 1 stitch. And just do that all the way around. Trying to explain things as best as I can so that people don't have any issues. But yeah, and I don't know, this takes a lot of white. I'll have a band count most likely in the description once the video is on my channel. So if you are wondering how many bands this uses, just check that out. And just keep going around. Dropped a band on the floor. Okay, comment down below how many times you drop a band on the floor every time you're doing Loomigurumi, because I drop a band on the floor so many times it gets so annoying. I don't know if you could hear any of that background noise, but I'm gonna have to close my door in a second. So let me just finish this row. You should be ending on an increase for this row. I'm just gonna go ahead and move my C-clip up to the band around my hook. And I'm going to close my door. I'll be right back. Okay, so now we're going to be doing 5 rows around, and all of those are going to be in white. So just do single crochets all the way around. I'm going to do all of them off camera just because they are going to take forever for me to do on camera. And just pause the video, and I'll be right back when I have everything done. I have finished the 5 rows. Now we're going to be doing a stitch and then a decrease. So 1 single crochet and then a decrease. And I'm just going to do that all the way around. And then after this row, I am going to be adding my feet. And then we're also going to be adding the head to the body. And just a little quick reminder of what a decrease is. A decrease is the going through the front part of a stitch and then the back part of another stitch and just stitching those together. So I hope that helps. And now you're just going to do that all the way around. But yeah. I also just want to say thank you for 389 subscribers. Like, that's so much. I never thought that I'd even get close to that many. So thank you. Alright, now I'm just going to go into the next stitch, take a band and go through that first stitch and the stitch around your hook, and just pull tight. Don't pull extremely tight, but pull tight enough so that it'll stay, and now we can attach all the parts and stuff. So I am going to start off by attaching the head, because that is the biggest part that we have to attach. Oh boy. Kind of looks like a goat. But I assure you, once we add the feet and hopefully the stuffing and the hair, it should look better. But let's just get to it. So the way I'm gonna do this is kind of the way that I did for the elephant, where I kind of sewed it to the body. So I'm just gonna go in, do a stitch on the body, and then go in, do a stitch on the head, take a white band, kind of just sew them together. Go into another stitch in the body, and then go into another one in the head, and just continue sewing them all the way around until you get back to where you started with the head. This just makes it so I don't have to attach it in any other like harder way. And this is just what I think is easiest for attaching the head to the body. If you want, you can probably just, you probably can just attach some bands to the bottom of the head and go through the body and tie it. But this is just what I'm doing to get, I think, the cleanest result. I don't know if you guys tag me in a post of your design, of my design on your Insta or TikTok, then I will be able to see your things and how they look. Also, I did get a TikTok account because people were asking me to do that. Sorry, I'm not really in the camera. And it is called Chloe Looms Official, kind of like my Insta, except Chloe.Looms Official. So it's Chloe.Looms.official. I did have to add the dots because, yeah, just other people apparently already had that name, so I couldn't use it. But honestly, that's fine with me. So, yeah. But just continue going around. Crap. Keep messing up. That is fine. Complaining so much today. I'm sorry if this tutorial sucks. I can take it down. I'm just not feeling it. I had school earlier, and I just feel bad. Okay, so now you're just gonna go into another stitch once you finish going all the way around the head. That took me a while, but I think it was worth it. But once I add everything else, it should be worth it at the end. And you're just gonna do a slip knot, pull extremely tight, and then just tuck the band into the body. And now I'm just gonna add all the feet. I am gonna do this off camera. But basically, you can just pull through and tie them in little knots. Tie the little feet. And I'll be right back when I have the feet attached. Okay, so I've attached all the feet. It looks so cute right now. I love it so much. I am going to add some stuff into the body right now because it's looking a little bit flat. So you're just going to go in through the butthole, take some stuff in and just shove it in there. I know, my tutorials are very entertaining and interesting. Yes, but and it does stand up actually, which is kind of nice, so you don't have to like hold it or you don't have to keep picking it up. The way that I attach the feet, it just kind of works out nicely. And don't worry, your unicorn is not going to be bald for long. We are going to attach some hair to make it not bald. But now we're going to close up the booty hole. So just undo that little slip knot that we did, so that the feet that wouldn't get so that this hole would not get undone when we were attaching the feet and the head. But now we're going to be doing a single crochet and another single crochet and then a decrease. So 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and a decrease. You guys, I just showed you how to make a decrease, so I'm not going to show you. Again, check out my Loomigurumi 101 video. Self-promo, yes I know. So another, single crochet, back into another stitch, single crochet, and a decrease. I actually learned a new way of like making the back of your things when you're closing them up to make them look a little bit better and not as ugly and open with little holes. And this is just the way that I found out how to do it. You keep doing like stitch, stitch, single crochet, or stitch, single crochet until it closes up nice and this doesn't look bad anymore. So it's good. That's what I wanted to do for this pattern. So now we're going to be doing decreases around to close up the booty hole. I don't know why I keep calling it that. It's just what I'm calling it. But just do decreases all the way around. And I might zoom in a little bit on what I'm doing. People like to see what I'm doing. So I'll do that in a second. Okay. And I'm just going to remove the C-clip now because we don't need that. But basically I'm going to go into that last stitch, grab a band, pull it through everything on my hook, and just slip knot it nice and tight. And then you can just tuck this band in to the body, and you're done with your hook. So I kind of have to tuck it in, I have to keep going back in until it's fully tucked in. But that's not that big of an issue. So now we have our unicorn basically done. I am gonna just show you how to add the tail and the mane right now. So I'm just gonna clean my area up real quick and I'll grab the bands that I'm gonna be using and then I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so now I'm gonna be using the pastel pack. I've showed you these several times already in the video. I will be linking down the RainbowLoom company, official company online web store site in the description. So if you want to get these bands, then go down in the description, click on the website, and they're pretty cheap. They're only $2.99, I'm pretty sure. It's cheaper than you can get them at Michael's. So, worth your money. And basically, yeah. You're not going to need your C-clip for this. I don't know how I have it out. You're not going to need your C-clip at all anymore. And basically, you're just going to be going into the head several times and just attaching a bunch of little hair strands. So just go into the stitch, grab a band, and start chaining. And you're just going to continue that process over and over and over until you get the desired hair length or whatever. So I'm just going to keep going. And I'm not even counting. I'm just going to keep going until I get to the desired mane length that I want. So I want a little bit longer than that. And I really like the colors for the hair because they're really nice in pastel. And they just make the unicorn look a lot more like a unicorn. So I'd recommend using pastel colors or rainbow colors because, I mean, it's a unicorn. You need rainbow colors for a unicorn. That's long enough for my unicorn. I'm just going to grab one more band to finish this off. And basically, you're just going to finish your hair strands off with a slip knot. And pull tight. You could just leave it like that. And now you're just going to make a bunch of little hair strands coming out of the head until you have your desired amount of hair on your head. And you need to do the same thing on the tail, right in the butt area. So I'm going to show you how to make a couple more strands. I don't really exactly count how many bands I use for this. I just kind of look and see what I like. So I don't have an exact number of chains for you to do, but I'm just going until I want to stop. And you can just kind of measure up with the other chains that you've already made if you don't want to count. Because you can totally count if you want to, but that's just not what I recommend to do. It takes forever, and you have to keep going back and counting and whatever. But I'm going to do one more. Now I'm just going to take a band, tie it off. And we are starting to get some hair. I'm just going to add a couple more rows on the head, and then I'll come back and do a couple on the butt for you to see my process. And yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I finished adding the hair for the unicorn on its head. And it looks so cute. I don't know, I love it so much. I might have wanted to make it a little bit longer, but I kind of like the length as it is. I don't exactly know how many strands I did, but I didn't do the entire head because otherwise it'd be sticking out and looking really weird. So this is just how much hair I did, and I think it looks really good just like this for the mane. But now I'm going to add a little bit of the tail, and you're just going to do the same thing for the tail. I'm going to add like one or two on camera with you guys for the tail, and then I'm just going to do probably the rest off camera just so I can you don't have to watch as long as a video, and you can just pause the video and do this. Again, I'm just using the pastel bands from RainbowLoom, and I don't know if you can hear that, but there are dogs barking in the background. So sorry about that. My neighbors have big dogs, and they bark a lot. Oh gosh, that's really annoying me. But yeah. So just keep going until your desired length for your tail. I'm just tying it off right there. And I'm probably going to do only like 3 or 4 little strands for the tail because I don't want it to be a super big bushy tail. But you can kind of tell that it like sticks up a little bit. So that's kind of a good thing so that it doesn't stick up too much. But yeah, so I'm just going to finish the rest of my tail off camera, and yeah, I'll see you guys when I'm done. Okay, so for the tail, I only ended up doing 3 strands like I said, and just to make it look a little bit neater in the back, I am going to take a band and just wrap it around the tail like once or twice so that it looks a little bit more like it just all comes out of one area instead of having it kind of looking like random. So maybe that'll help put your tail a little bit better. See, look, that makes it look a little bit better in my opinion. But, oh my god, I love the unicorn. This pattern was so cute. I'm so happy that I made it. I never thought that I could make such a big design. It's really big. But, yeah. Okay, well, thank you for watching this video. I really hope you did enjoy the tutorial. I know it was confusing at a lot of times. The video and get through that as best as you can. And I really love it so much. It's so cute and so adorable. And go follow all my go follow my TikToks and everything. And please subscribe to my channel if you are new here and you enjoyed this tutorial. I have a bunch of other great tutorials on my channel, so go check those out. Please like this video and get me to 400 subscribers. That'd be so cool. Oh my god. But yeah, see you guys in my next one. Bye!